Welcome back to another review, this time for the anime The Dinner Table Detective. This one has 12 episodes and was airing in spring of 2025. Synopsis from my anime list. Set in Kunitachi City, Tokyo, Reiko Hosho, a rookie detective at the Kunitachi Police Department, is also the heiress of the globally renowned Hosho Group. She tackles challenging cases alongside Inspector Kazamatsuri, heir to the Kazamatsuri Motors family business, and Kageyama, her sharp-tongued butler and driver. With biting remarks like, "Are your eyes merely decorative, my lady?" Kageyama not only critiques Reiko's lack of deductive skills, but also brilliantly solves the mysteries at hand. The sharp-tongued butler meets classic detective fiction in this unique mystery series. Now, just a side tangent. Why is this? This god has to be outside, not inside. I'm okay. Whatever. As the synopsis says, so our main character is Reiko Hosho, who is part of the Hosho group. She's not famous, but she is rich. She has a lot of power, or her family has a lot of power, and she is part of the police force. She's more or less cosplaying as police woman. She's doing it as a job. It's not really cosplaying, but she tries to hide that she is, from a very well-to-do family. Okay, while her captain, Inspector Matsuri, he's always touting his family business, motor business. So you have those two characters. Those two are police. She is like a police woman or a police detective. He's like her captain, and they always are together to solve cases. Now the modus operandi of this anime is like, you have a case, it takes like 2 episodes to get from the beginning of the case to solving the case, and then you get a new case. You rinse and repeat. Now, not really a problem. The case itself, very understandable cases. There are a lot of cases you can definitely see in real life without a problem. There was a stalking case. There was a case for, multiple cases, I believe, even where jealousy was a part. The typical cases. Not every case is a murder case, which is good. You don't always need to go from 0 to 100 for every case. And the solutions to the cases are sometimes a little bit cheesy, but most of the time understandable, fine, not really a problem. How the cases are structured, I feel like that you do not get all the information as a viewer, and it was pretty hard to really have like a good idea what really happened before the anime explains it, which is always the interesting part in these detective animes. When you as a viewer, you can try to solve it yourself, and you can get a little bit ahead of the anime and be like, whenever the anime explains to you, you can be like, yup, I knew that, I'm just better than you. There are cases, moments here where you definitely have that, but I felt like there are moments where it's like, nah, you didn't really give us a hint for that, really. It's like, not that satisfying. Additionally, one of the big problems in this anime, the characters are just really you have the Inspector Kazamatsuri. He's totally garbage. He's like the comic relief, but dialed up to 11. He's spouting bullshit the whole time, even though he's like her superior. He has no idea what is happening really, and he's just strangely very... he always accuses people for reasons. It's like someone is coming in and he's pointing at them and it's like, you are the culprit. And it's like, we just started. Come on. I also don't really like how how they try to solve the, you know, the interrogations. We get a couple like interrogations or where they ask questions and they're pretty straight to the point, which is a little bit weird. I feel like you try to ease in, you know, ask normal questions. What is your relationship? What are you doing? And then you know, sneak those questions in you really want to have answered next to all the questions that are just normal plays. And, you know, you get into the rhythm and then you maybe can catch someone off guard instead of being like, oh yeah, there was a murder. Do you know the victim? Yeah, where were you at this and this point? Did you have a reason to kill the victim? It's like a little bit too straightforward. Now our main character, Reiko, she is also not that... I feel like she's cosplaying as a detective. She's not that smart. She's not able to solve any of the cases, really. And she's also not really a good police woman. She is not really able to fight and apprehend people. So she can't help with solving cases. She can't help with apprehending people. I don't know why she's here. To be honest, she's just here to... I don't know. To be the main character, I guess. Now the butler, which is Kageyama. The butler, he's solving all the cases. He's the only guy that has some brain. He's solving all the cases. It's most of the time even that Reiko's like, yeah, you don't need to help me, and then later she's going, yeah, help me. It is not very satisfying. He's also very, you know, sharp-tongued. Is not really, I mean, are your eyes merely decorative? Is not really a sharp-tongued remark. It's, you know, it's already crossing the line a little bit, and he's not stopping there. It was really, really strange. The characters, again, the butler, he's solving the cases, he's a smart guy. You have the comic relief, which I do not gel with. Reiko's like, whatever. The cases were fine, and there was some enjoyment to be had there. But other than that, there was not much going on. People on my anime list gave it a 6.5. AniList has it at the 60%. I would say it is a weak 7 out of 10. And I mean really weak. The characters are doing this whole show a disservice because the cases were pretty fine. I mean, there were some interesting cases, some interesting points to be raised, why stuff happens, how they happen. However, the captain, Mr. Idiot in the white dress or in the white suit, is bringing this down a lot, and Reiko's not helpful. It would have been fine if she was smart, or she had like, you know, she had like a specific area where she could solve stuff. I don't know why she's the main character, because theoretically the butler should be, because the butler is just better in every way. He's able to solve the cases, he's able to apprehend people, even though he's not a police force. It is very weird. Very weird. Normally in these animes, the main character is like the one that is solving stuff, like close cases, close files. I don't know, Detective Conan like this, or we had the Dr. MD, I believe last season, where you had someone solve the cases. You know, you don't really have that here, sadly.